I wanted to share an insight one of my clients has recently had around fear of missing out. So, when I first talked to this client of mine, she told me that she is often doing things to put herself out there. Like, even if she would rather spend a weekend at home on the couch, she would push herself in a certain sense to go to some parties, go to a concert, go to the cinema with her friends, and other things. And obviously there is nothing wrong with doing that if you feel like it. But for her, it really was always this hurdle, and there was this sense of urgency about it, that if she's not doing that, her friends are gonna find her boring, she feels like she's not normal in a sense, and thoughts like these. So the first really important thing to recognize is that a lot of people on this planet deal with this fear of missing out. But there's also a lot of people who do not have that fear. They don't think about being socially excluded if they don't go out for a weekend. So it really is something that is kind of specific to her. And as a second step, we dug a little bit deeper into her childhood and where she felt that sense of missing out for the first time. It was very revealing to hear that she had a very strict mother that always made her do her homework and clean up before she could play. And there were often situations where if she didn't adhere to the rules, she was not allowed to play with her friends. She actually remembered a very distinct moment where she couldn't go to one of her friends' birthday parties because she didn't adhere to one of the eating rules that were running in the family. That made her really sad. As a little girl, she sat at home and she really had that fear of, oh God, now I'm not at that birthday party, my friends are gonna think I'm so boring and they're not gonna wanna invite me anymore if that happens more often. And it was back then that this fear was installed in her, that her friends might find her boring and that they're not inviting her anymore if she doesn't take part in the activities that they're doing. And it's just a really beautiful example of how we're not born with those thought patterns, but there are events in the past, traumatic events, patterns that run in the family that install these kinds of fears in us. Which means they're not personal in the sense that they don't belong to your personal identity or to your authentic core, if you want. So if you struggle with fear of missing out, I would encourage you to spend some time thinking about when you have first felt that in your life and then work with that event. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you again soon.